saw that your mom can prayer warrior. Is she the one who prayed for you to come back from the dead?
Yeah.
You dead?
Yeah.
And there's a story you relayed somewhere on social media that you were nearly raped.
Yeah. I was with a friend in Yeovil.
Oh, in town here?
Yeah.
This is the reason why I said I need to get Pulengmarch. Makati Enkosini.
Okay.
Wives in the Lord. Wow. When I read this part about you, I said, I need to talk to this lady.
Okay.
You'll open my eyes, and hopefully will help you propel your message across.
Okay. God, when I joined the Lion Kingdom, the first audition was, I really didn't even think ukuthi mina ngiyo audition. I was just there with a friend. She went to audition, and then she told them which I can sing. I auditioned.
Then you came back to South Africa. You went to Joyous.
Yeah.
Pay cut injani?
Ibe khona.
And you wrote Ewe Ketsamani?
I wrote Ewe Ketsamani as well.
Spuno.
A song. My husband would give me, and my husband helped me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us once again on the Gospel Reality Podcast. I'm your boy, your uncle, your nephew, Brato. And today we've got a PK, a woman of power in studio. She's here with her husband. We saw love lives here. But we're not there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the support once again. And please make sure you support us and follow our pages, the GRP Podcast or the Gospel Reality Podcast. And we still urge all artists, please, if you look behind me, we still have spaces at the top there. Please make sure you send your CDs and DVDs. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a lady in studio. Yes, people were saying we only bring gentlemen here, and I said, you know what? We're going to bring those ladies in studio, and I've got a beautiful lady by the name of Pulengmarch. How are you, my sister? Hey, can I get a beautiful lady, husband, and I really need to appreciate.
Why No, thank you so much. I'm good, sir. I'm good. I'm very good.
Oh, thank you very much for coming.
Oh, no, thank you for having me.
Oh, wow. Miss Puleng. What was your surname before March?
Toli. Makhosa, you know Makhosa. I don't know why, really. Makhosa, give November, give Grootboom. And maybe when actually the benefits in anything. So, yeah, Toli.
So now you're March.
From Toli to March.
To March. But say about Isafat, they maintained the level.
Level from one level to another.
I'm glad you made it. I was so humbled when you told me that you guys came from Benoni.
Yes.
Wow, you take your craft seriously.
Very much. Very much.
Wow, I'm so happy. I'm here with Pulengmarch. She's a PK. Yeah. Anonymous for famous. Famous for the wrong things. PKs are famous for the wrong things. But you came out differently.
I think so.
Hey.
I think so. Mom taught well. Mom taught me well. And the first thing Mom tried to introduce Puleng is the God.
But all of them, they introduced the God first, but some of them just go short left.
Now I chose to really take the God. Yeah, it was a choice.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
you marched to the right path.
Amen.
Your March, is it the month or is it the?
It's a month. It's just I changed it to.
Yeah.
You preach to me, or you are a soldier in the army of the Lord. March, sister, keep marching.
Yeah.
You know. So it's the things.
But when you bring a wife in your life and she doesn't change anything in you, then something is wrong. So much earlier we redefine it.
Yes.
Yeah, sharp.
Yes.
I just want to have a quick background from you now. You grew up with a single parent, which is your mom. How difficult was that process?
It was difficult because there were times when I really needed, as a girl, you grow up and you look at other families. There was like one of my closest family thingy, they had like, the perfect family structure, whatever, where you see a mom, a dad, and we're very close. So I loved that and I wanted that as well. And you'd go to school, you'll hear kids talk about their fathers and stuff. But drop you off, whether you walk, and then it was hard. And also just seeing mom pushing alone, if dad was here, things would be better, but she did, man. She did
tough,
a
man.
thing.
And where was your dad?
Hey, she came. No, he came for. He was there for 13 years of my life.
Yeah.
Right, and then I don't know. And then he decided to go buy Haramans. Never came back. Yeah, so he just decided.
He just disappeared.
He just disappeared, and then. Yeah, but because mom was there, man, I lalandima kionaba.
And you still have not found your dad today?
No, he's late now.
Oh, he's late now.
He's late now. We found him late, man. I think he came back into our lives at Renyets.
This is recent, boss.
Yes, recent. When he came back into Ligone, my sister hunted him down.
Oh, I thought
my sister was the one who matali social media.
Really?
And then I told him with the same surname, both and the same surname. No, it's actually my uncle. And then I said, Baba connected the dots, and then that's how we got to meet him. He came down. We met our brothers. We had brothers as well. So we met. It was the late stages, really. But I thank God for that.
Were you guys cool, Mara?
We were very cool.
Really?
Very cool. We were able to speak.
And was he apologetic about what happened?
Not really. They never wrong these people. I don't understand. Because you really want them to say, "Banabaka kisinze."
Kisinze,
kopale ntshwareleng. Ki ntshwareleng mara. And you don't want that. So he came with that, but I still chose to forgive him because really I love him. I don't know, for some reason I still loved him as my dad. Even when they told me he passed, so that's just that special thing. Still your father.
I think we're on the same boat because my dad is alive, and I've got very important questions to ask him. And like you say, the body dodge, and it's just a tough one, man.
It's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating because I remember the first meeting. I really wanted to sit, I wanted him to answer questions for Amara. What did we do?
Exactly.
King. I wish I wish, and then what he did was he was just putting the blame on my mom. Oh, my mom. Like that. Your role as a father. If
it didn't work between the two of you, fine. Then us.
And he wasn't able to answer those questions.
Oh my goodness.
He was just not right.
Right, look at us talking about the person who was not there. Let's talk about your mom. What kind of person is your mom?
Oh, queen.
Ne?
Queen.
Fire.
Like prayer warrior, but very funny as well. My mom is the coolest mom ever.
Really?
My mom is, like I said, she's funny, very funny. I know maybe I can say title maybe in the community, but to us and to people who know her, she is the leader in the community because my mama ka utlwa ka motho to wa kula go no mohlapisa mama ka itloba yena tlo ya mo ana mohlapisa until motho wa hlokafala mama ka is the one who do like the project, what's your next project?
Community builder.
Yeah. Project. We are that's my mom.
Wow.
That's my mom.
And we are teta?
Zonke bonke wazo.
No, we are teta kakuhle.
Teta, because mom
teta. No,
ngiyathetha and ndiyathetha.
Oh, okay.
Ndiyathetha kakhulu.
Hayi ndiyakuva
Ndingena isikolo samaXhosa ndifunda isiXhosa.
Really?
Yebo, esikolweni. Just man Ntoman Gauteng ina lo remix.
You know remixes ane?
So like you mix isiZulu le siXhosa but kuyathetha.
There's something and when I read about you, I saw that your mom is a prayer warrior. Is she the one who prayed for you to come back from the dead?
Yeah.
You dead?
Yeah. Man, I don't know if you know Mbaula.
Yeah.
It's Mbaula.
Mbaula, yes.
Yes.
Oh.
So Nerenale Mbaula, or Mbaula more. So maybe it's Khasi Mbaula. So I inhaled gas nyana yo. Nagitnesa tikiwa tizinyana, but it's a mixture ya coal limit or again. I drank and then the next thing I wanted to go sleep. Yeah. And then as they were taking me to bed, apparently I passed out and they tried to
no say di bala mara.
Hey, ba fana go telele ba mbara no o idibetse motho otla ai na kwa tsama utaibo aibo masimkhipeleni phandle bagolo because no na le bogogo le mo bona ke tse ba shebile kae ba tshwara kae le kae ba ra ai lo mntana ushila ga sekho mama mara never ba bitsa mme next door kontle ke akaletsa kon lena atla ra my mom still said nope. You understand? So maybe when Nikki debates for Nagotelele though, but you know,
if they check the pulse and everything.
They checked, you know, let's call maybe the ambulance. My mom still said no. Because and she took me, she went go behind the door and started praying for me. This
story is true.
Yeah, and then
how old were you at this time?
I think I was 5 or 6.
Oh, 5 or 6. Because I thought you were older. I wanted to ask you, did you see? Because some people say who were brought back from the dead, they said they saw things. You couldn't say anything?
No, I didn't say anything.
Abraham, a man with a beard.
Would have loved to see Eve, though. No, I didn't say anything. I don't even remember anything.
You don't remember anything?
I just remembered the stories about Mama Lee, Klavana singing. Yeah, but...
Wow.
So she prayed and I woke up.
We could have missed out on a lot. My goodness. Wow, power to your mom, eh? Power to
her.
Wow. And there's a story you relayed somewhere on social media that you were nearly raped.
Yeah. I was with a friend in Yeovil.
Oh, in town here?
Yeah. It was actually 2 incidences in Yeovil. So we were on our way to go pick up one of our friends, go taxi rank. It was late. So on our way there, 1 to 3 you know. And then I just felt something cold more. I really don't. I can't open it. You really is so. The next thing when I know, the very same person who fit him,
oh my word.
I'm gonna say it. And then they pushed us to a corner. It was me and my friend and this other guy. And then now they started addressing
oh my goodness.
The friend. Yes. Listen, when that happened, you really but that night
there was no one.
There was no one.
God.
I looked, there was no one. It was just us and these guys. Like 6 guys. You understand? And we're in this corner, this dark corner, you know, and they started to undress my friend. For some reason, I was busy and I started to worship. I don't know, honestly.
Worship?
Like Rabababonde, Rebeshia, Rabakashonda. Just, I couldn't stop. Like, I just couldn't close my mouth. I remember one of them saying, Yarasa, sis, Yarasa. I couldn't just stop. Kept on banana, you know, worshiping. And then the other one, okay, Kalala, Tina says, Kalala, you know, and hey, for some reason, it can't. And then the next thing I heard him say to the guys, "Hey, let's just go. We are Rasa, and they left without even addressing me. They were about to, and they left. They left us there. My friend was like just standing there.
Were you not scared that they would shoot you?
I was very scared. I was very, very, very scared because there was a gun and 6 guys. No one is here to help us. 6 guys. Oh, no one here, and it's just us girls. But by the grace of God, that's why I mean, no man, any corner I to worship, I worship because I've seen what worship did for me.
Rape scares me so much because I've got a sister. I was raised in a house full of women, my aunts, my grandparents, my mom. So I fear to even imagine how I'd react if any of them would go through such a traumatic experience.
Listen, through that I learned that you don't even have to go through that about raping. Just the whole experience is very traumatizing because up until today I still talk about it. You know, and now to actually, and that's why I work so closely with abused women and because imagine, like there's a shelter I help for raped kids and raped women. I listen to their stories as well, and also feel already for some reason I feel the pain yabo, although ingenzakanga physically, but I still feel good. If that one was so traumatizing, what more now?
It had gone all the way. And do you look at males differently? Like, it's a blessing to see that you're married now, but do you see men differently? Did you see men differently after that?
I was very scared of men. Like, I was very, very scared. But the fact that my father also was not there, and now there's this group of people men who are just out there to destroy. So I had that. But you know, God can really, I know, like sometimes sound like it, but God has a way of just bringing you to, or just surround you with good men. You know, guys I worked with, Mina, always able to be. I'm a good guys who took very good care of us, and then like you said, God, He blessed me with an amazing husband as well, who came in. I mean, uNkulunkulu ngiphile guys. Cela ukuyisho. Amen.
Smiling, there we go.
Amen.
Hey, you didn't see that was points for him.
Yes, no, he is.
And tell me, where you come from, Kimberly, right?
Yeah, I come from Kimberly.
Got 2, ne?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Got
number 2. And before that, I only knew the big hole, the big old diamond, old man.
Yeah, the big
hole. And I started finding, where is this number 2? And it's getting better now, but it was an impoverished community in the past.
Yes.
So, coming from there, your mom is a pastor. And a single parent. Pastors are starting to kind of make money now. Back in the days, it was bad.
It was bad, hey. It was bad. And she still doesn't make money. It's still, it's better, Nyana, but it's still that community where even our church, the church I come from.
It's a bit better now. No, it's a bit better.
It's a bit better.
I think every impoverished community, the kids grow up and then they make their homes a bit better. So when you look at it, it looks a bit better.
It looks a bit better. Like you said, now Linda, my mom lives in a better house. My mother, I want to no more and now she can flash there, you know. So it is better. And when we grew up, we didn't have role models. But I'm glad that today they can also point at Puleng, or we have.
We can be like that person.
We can be like that, but we never used to have that. We'll have we'll have. I always share stories out now, right, left, opposite, in the back opposite. By busting some few houses from us, getting drugs, you know, things like that. So we're surrounded by social, but now like you see people going to work, people bahlanganisa, you know, building homes, and yeah, nathi babatlang ko morao, we are doing something to help those who are coming behind us.
Wow. And with that hardship, did you get an opportunity to go to school, tertiary, further your studies?
I did, eh?
What did you study?
Hey, mom, it's my mother. No, I studied public management at TechOps. It was TechOps then in Bloemfontein.
Yes.
I did my 3 years there. I didn't finish because my last year I lost all my money in my school. So I really didn't want to put my mom through that. I was like, no, let me just go work. Because like, I know what my mom was struggling, you know, to so I was like, no, so I was like, I'm not gonna put that. I knew what it was a hustle again, so that Kike fit school, but I was like, nope, and then I came back and I started working at the hair salon. I did hair, yeah. So I was like, go shop right, is a plastic more.
Now, wow! But look, you could see quite about the decline.
Decline can turn with who I can
and then fast forward, before obviously your music. But it's actually still there because your husband at that time when you were still a keyboard player used to come to your house, right?
Yeah.
We say he came to worship.
He came to worship.
He came to worship. He came to worship.
You know when you worship, God opens your eyes and your ears, you see.
Yeah,
so keyboard players, he was able to see.
Keyboard players didn't close their eyes. They don't close their eyes, these ones. Okay. There's something there for me. But I must say, you've got the liver.
What?
Trust the keyboard player. Those guys were infamous. But I heard he's a good one.
Even then, when we grew up together.
Yeah.
So neredlala body topi together, neredlala, you know, the mascocho, everything.
Together.
So Nick, yes. So Nick Zivar he's a good guy. He's never been. Poor guy was told always a church. You know, if not a church, he's helping someone somewhere. You know, if it's not at the college, there was a guy that
before you go there.
Yeah. So
did you have a crush before? That's
no,
what I want to know.
No, I saw him as my brother.
When did brotherhood change to babyhood?
Don't know, but it changed. No, I saw honestly, he always knew.
Ne?
Yeah, one of we interview him but now I know
no sabon.
No, Nekibona man of God, like my brother in the Lord.
Hallelujah.
All I saw.
I hope I live with brother, ne? Hey, but I saw how you guys were interacting. I would look at I'm like, hey. I must cut that part out. My wife thought, I will look at me when. Rato.
Hey, love.
Listen to that. That's so beautiful, man. And I think you are the first married lady to come to the studio, ne?
No. What's her name? Her name Miataba. Yeah.
She's the first married woman to the studio, I can tell you now.
Is this
Busim
No,
was
man.
not married, no.
Oh.
She's the first married female, trust me.
Think so.
Auze, Baba ring. And Ekona need honestly they don't last. That's the right one. If you like it's small, what that's how fit up more. Get on that need. And did he pay lobola?
He did.
Really? So are you
Everything.
Are you cultural too? Are you cultural? Like, do you observe that side of culture?
For Malobola and
Malobola is not just Malobola. It comes Kemahlabi. So
I can't run in the northern Cape. So already is
What's that?
I read into the hectic. Yeah, my lobola families they come together. But and then opatalo tse patalwang as for Lebo.
Oh.
Yeah, and then white wedding.
So when now I get this thing from the Bible. It was more of exchange of gifts.
Yes.
So families were. That's the reason why so with the Tswanas, you take a sheep, cut it in half. They buy a sheep, cut it in half. Then we one, then we exchange. Then they exchange.
Yeah.
That's a symbol of putting together the families.
Actually, that's how it should be. It's supposed to be like that. So now, like I said, when in the Northern Cape, especially like my husband's side of the family, but more. About them, but more
Okay.
So some of the things are already so next. I think the family are going to next. Let's say Malobol after Malobol, I have a white wedding.
Ne? Wow.
Yeah, but just that.
I want to ask you this, but I'm glad you guys look genuinely happy. Ne? I hope it's not. I wanted to say, after so long. I hope it's not, people pretend. I just hope it looks genuine, man. You guys look happy from the car.
Yeah.
Now go.
No, we are happy.
From the Range Rover to inside.
Hey, I know.
Like, I could just see these people love each other. I could just see these people love each other. But before we pass this one, I've noticed something. Females who are making it in the gospel industry. I don't want us to go to music yet, but they make it because they work with their spouses or their husbands. Lebo Dogozombambo, Zaza, Bongi, and Colin. Who else is there? Busihat. All who are making it, who are top, they've got their husbands behind them. Why is that? Do you think he's got the best interest in heart for you? Or
I think so. And even the Bible says where there is unity, God commands a blessing.
Ne?
So when you are united in everything, you pray together, you discuss business together, you know what you understand. And whatever. We're also discussing this with my band guys. But I don't know why people think our managers the truth is about everything. You know, we know the codes as artists as well. We know what I negotiated. Okay, is it fine or ing? So now that's how we work. I know everything. We talk about everything. When we work on a project as well, we sit, we talk, we pray, we do everything together.
And it's obviously
they really have our best.
It's advantageous to have your husband as your manager.
Because he won't backstab you, he won't steal anything, whatever. If
So your advice to female artists, gospel artists, chat, that was about right.
Yeah. He's a name toza, he's a name busisoza. He's especially many one and the language one.
Now, saying that, we're going to my most favorite topic. This is the reason why I said I need to get Pulengmarch. Makati Enkosini.
Okay.
Wives in the Lord. Wow. When I read this part about you, I said, I need to talk to this lady. Okay. You'll open my eyes, and you hopefully will help you propel your message across.
Okay.
We're going the world now, Going the world because we're on the internet. So before I ask you any questions, please tell us, what is Makoti Enkosini? I think it's very self-explanatory, but I want to hear it from you.
Let me put it this way: it's it's a gathering maybe of wives. We come together to pray together, to learn from each other's stories, to learn mostly from the Word of God. What does the Word of God say? As wives first, before it can say anything about the family and how to raise. So we are taught how to raise kids, to be wives, in the home, in the society, in the business space, you know, but everything is based on the word of God and from testimonies and teachings from other women who've gone before us. And I believe also they learn from us and from the young wives. So it's basically just that.
So you've helped
in the Lord.
Basically you've helped women navigate this
life thing.
Never mind life thing, marriage.
The marriage, yes.
Marriage.
We're actually helping each other because they've helped me. I've helped them. We bring in Mama Zala to come in. Also still in the Mama Zala you know. So we've helped each other.
Oh, so it's not just how you look after your husband. It's even the extended family.
The extended family. It's important because I believe when I marry my husband, I don't just marry my husband, I marry the whole family.
Yes.
So if I love him, I have to love the mother, because this mother brought me this man. I'm happy today because of this mother. So for me, it starts with the mother.
Ne?
Yes, so I have to love, honor, and respect. As much as I love my mother, I have to do the same with my
Makoti. Exactly that. Eh?
Yes, yes.
So now, please try and answer my questions as brief as possible. Eh?
Okay.
Because I've got a lot of questions to ask you around this.
Okay.
I heard with everything, a lot of things come from the word, but I've got personal questions I want to ask you as a married man, and Bonso here is also married. And when I told Bonso about this, he says, "Can I also ask?" I said, "Yeah, good. So, do you encourage marriage for young girls in this modern age?
No. Yes.
Hey, no, yes.
No, not. I feel like they should first work on themselves before they bring in someone into their lives. So sometimes you'll jump yourself. You don't know yourself. You don't love yourself. You haven't worked on. So it's best to work on yourself, love yourself, deal with.
Okay, let's start with
just
age.
before you bring in someone.
Age. At what age would you advise a woman to get married?
I think when you're in your 25s.
25.
25, you are matured there. At least you've worked, man. You've seen life. You at least do mature.
After 35, it's tough. It's the biological clock is ticking.
Biological clock.
It's a lot.
And how you see things as well. You wanted a vision. Then now after 35, a second show, you know So
the reason I'm asking you this, if you still encourage marriage, especially in general, because when I check the statistics from SSA from 2021, about 45% of marriages before 10 years end up in divorce. And when you get to 10 years, it obviously escalates. So it's clear that marriages are under attack for people who are spiritual, but the end result is they end up failing. But we still say, no, shatam tanam, and there's not enough tools. They say marriage is the most difficult institution, but it's the only institution that will give you a certificate before you do anything.
So true.
Hey, driver's license.
Yeah.
We want to see if you can drive.
Yeah.
Marriage, about 5 years, then give you a certificate. This one I felt like,
No, I totally agree with you. Hence we say, get the right tools first. Just because the church says, and because now if you look at now I have someone and we are shiselwa ekhaya kodwa mawuzwa ngathi uyashiselwa ngcono imara kancane ibamba kancane until and then ushade. But umshado vele
it's in more shiselwa it's yenza njani
ushade. Yeah.
So okay, let's start it mildly. Let's start with simple things like house chores. In a perfect Makoti Enkosini, should a husband help with house chores?
Oh, definitely.
Ne?
Oh, definitely. Let's help. We help each other.
Oh, we help each other.
now must help each other. Because at the end of the day, I'm human now. I've learned in my journey of marriage because when I came into marriage, I was a superwoman. I'm still a superwoman. I wanted to very hands-on. I would clean, raise my kids and stuff. And I realized in the wrong. So it's okay to take a breather and you know. So it's much easier for money season, and then you won't have those unnecessary fights because we should help each other.
And who's supposed to pay the bond?
Yeah. The head.
Eh?
The head.
Oh, when it comes to the bond.
No. Okay, but yeah, the bond is the head.
And then, is it true that women are attracted to men who make more money than them? Okay, so a young lady comes to you and says, yeah, she's Pulengmarch, I want to get married. There's this guy. He's a general worker. This one has got money. I like them both. Who do I choose?
It's a tough one. I also don't want to say go for the love, but obviously the first thing will be love, right? Uthanda bandi. Ungaka, you can build with this one who doesn't have and end up being. But then, if you
remember what we said when we started? Don't go around.
No, but it's not. I'll still say where you love. I love
both of them.
I love so. No, you can't love both of them.
You can.
No.
This one.
No,
on our romantic
I don't
dates,
believe in loving both
we
of
walk
them.
at the park. This one, go to fire room. At the I was in fire room. At the Monte Casino, there's a restaurant called Fire Room.
It's
they put your steak and they put it on fire in front of you.
Yeah,
you must know that's a different kind of love, eh?
Yeah.
Which one would you?
No, I think if you're smart enough, you'll share with the language or provide the language or pila la. Maybe you look at that, but I now still say where your heart is.
Where your heart
if you love, my love is here and I'm okay to build here, go with that one.
Yeah.
If it's there, Emily, if you look at I've not called my sisters like that. Even in her vows, when they said in sickness and in health, in richness and poor. Yeah, it's like in richness. I'm not going to say the poor, like I'm gaining love. That's my sister. So, thing about you just go where your heart is.
When I say women you must have money, ne?
That money ngaphela.
Yeah, but it must start there.
The next thing there's no money. Lobe ngena mali. The next thing unemali. Then what? Go where your heart is.
Yes, but the heart must go with money. My sister wants to get married now. He must have money there, please. You know, certain problems can become light, man, when you get money.
When you've got money, I agree. When I mention we want, there's things we want as because now we don't have money. I agree with you. Life will be much easier when.
Imagine you're crying.
But money can also come with.
But
with a lot of matatas. You
imagine
know?
Crying in a taxi or crying in a convertible M3. The wind will wipe your tears. I
know, right? Nala, we convertible. Why if you know?
No, but on all seriousness, yes, I think people must go for. But people must be wise, eh?
They must.
Yeah, because
they must be
money makes things easier.
But it can also
that part
make
must wait,
things hard or life hard. Because it also comes with its
let's move along.
The root of
all evils. It's just the root. It's not the tree. It's the root.
Ooh, man of God, come on now.
So I wanted to ask you. Some churches groom girls from a very age to be perfect husbands. I saw girls very young. They know about polygamy from a very early age. They're groomed towards that. You find doctors lawyers who grew up in that church. And they're willing to be wife number 2 or 3. But I feel like Tina is well, it's also Christianity, but abazalwane, if I can put it that way. There is no active grooming, you know. There is female, but in young couples, but it's not deliberate or it's not a thing which you have to go through this course.
Yeah.
You know, do we need to work harder on that?
I think so. Hey, like,
is that what you're trying to achieve with you?
I think I'm trying to achieve that, because some of us, when we got married,
Exactly.
we had to learn along the way. Like, even our bridal showers, there's some mamas labo mabekhuluma akanti uyakwazi ukukhuluma. I just wish to go ngitshele lento, you know, before they must have more of that. There's churches though, like your Assemblies of God, I think they bayakwenza nyana lokho of grooming, but we really need more, because it's we've had abo Makoti who stayed like for a month emshadweni wafila ukuthi ngeke ngikhona, it's too much, and they left. And I feel like if they were taught this, and groomed, they will know ukuthi ayibo manilahla t-shirt next to the basket, it's okay man, ithi ngicophe sikhulumisane, because khona lento yenu.
But let me tell you, and I keep telling my wife this, that the fact that I said I'm gonna do something 6 months ago doesn't mean I won't do it.
But why? You know,
I'm still gonna do it.
When I want it done now,
not
or at least after 2 months or after a month. You nina nifuna kuze kushumlilo qala before the ends. I don't understand. So, but I think those are the things that we need to learn. Like some of the things we think ukuthi zincane, but
they are big.
They are big, because we see people leave umshado because umuntu manje akangisizi okanye umuntu manje akayenzi lento engiyenzayo.
Pastor Phil said, men settle where there's peace. So the peace also comes with choosing your battles. You can never be 100% right all the time.
Yeah.
And me, but choosing battles. I mean, that gene or amatega feila washiala paya, is it worth the fight?
No, it's not. I think
there's certain things that we can fight about.
Exactly. I think the services Makoti is for that, because now we get to learn to go, okay, man, it's not transmissed. It had to be and also how I communicate with you is very important. Even the Bible says, I rather sit in a rooftop or in a desert than live with a nagging wife. You understand? Abanye today, they spend more time eshisanyama than la ekhaya, because eshisanyama kumnandi, la ekhaya ziyasha, you know. So some things
eshisanyama kumnandi, ekhaya ziyasha. So umlilo waseshisanyama.
Noma ungangishisa lo, at least ngiyakwazi ubekezela, but lo la ekhaya ukhomnandi ngokuya enhlizweni. So yeah.
What's your view on polygamy?
I'm not for that.
No. Your view, not just for you. Let me give you an example. Is polygamy a sin? Okay, let me ask it this way. You get a brother, he's got 3 wives. He gets born again. He comes to church and he says, these are my wives.
I think when he comes, wasindisa, because wasinda like hey, because I think God.
Okay, according to your understanding, is polygamy right or wrong?
We come to salvation,
yes,
and then God has a way of cleaning us. As is a perfect veil. So anything that needs to be cleaned and be removed from us, Holy Spirit is there to do it for us. So if He speaks to you and says one is enough, I think He will guide you on how to remove the other 2 and divorce na yo inento zayo. But I mean, for me.
Not for you.
Okay.
According
Can
to
I just speak for
biblically,
me?
do you think polygamy is wrong or right?
Hey, because Nabo Solomon, Nabo Bebe, you know in the Bible, Nabo David, Nabo. So I don't know.
We just don't want it for you. Eh?
Not for me, but yeah, I'll say to someone no because, and then he comes. Okazong introduce Labona, Okayang share Labona from the Bible. What do I say? So for me, no. I think God will just help you if you are. For me, no.
So now this woman comes to you and says, "Do you believe in predestination?"
Because then this is cool.
You're predestined to end up with your husband. You're predestined, or is it a choice?
I know it's
No, okay. Do you believe?
I think.
I don't know how to ask this question because what I
I hear you, but I just don't know how to answer you. You know, because for me now with my husband, I'm happy. I feel like this is the guy I want to spend the rest of. He gets me, gets everything in me, and God knew that before we were even born. He knew that.
Really?
So I feel like He knew who's perfect for me. I understand, and He said that for us to meet the way we met, and for me to feel this way. I feel like, yeah, and
it was
in all that as well. I had to choose. I had a decision to make when I go with this guy and for me I had to choose. So I don't know Nizabek the way, but I feel like.
So is it a choice?
It's both.
Because the reason I'm asking is there's more women than men. I'm gonna start in South Africa.
Yeah.
So for every man, there's 1.35 women. A lot of guys now are turning short left much. Some of them are in prison. Some of them are not your type. So the ratio goes up. Some of them are not born again. So I'm guessing when they're not born again, it's an obvious disqualification. So the ratio goes up. So are you telling me there are women who are not predestined to get married? You don't know?
I don't know.
I think it's a choice. I don't think it's predestination.
I don't know.
Bonzo, do you have a question for him?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If I guess, then I don't know.
He's going to ask you a question, then I've got two more to ask, and then we move on from this topic.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mina, what I just want to know is, especially Mshadweni, looking at young couples these days, ukubegezela, I just want to understand from your view, ukuthi, what does it mean and where do you draw the line?
Sure. Good question.
Yeah. Khona ukubekezela kukhona kumele kube khona, right? In the marriage we are here to learn from each other, to grow together. We communicate, you know those things in the marriage.
I'm sorry, I've recently learned the most important one. Serve one another. Sure.
Very important. I believe in that.
I've recently learned that, yeah.
Yeah. So where I draw the line is where there's abuse, where I believe you don't destroy what you love, you don't kill what you love, you understand? So if that happens, then for me it's a no. And I think even God doesn't want that. That means this body, this house, this temple, you don't honor it, you don't, so let it go. Yeah, you understand? So for me that's the thing. But if you are able to still love each other and work on those small things, man, I would mind sengizopakisha ngihambe because now you understand umuntu ngithethisile siyathethiswa la ngaphandle sithethiswa nango taxi driver sibekezele sithethiswe nguthisha sibekezele. But when my husband you understand, and now I want to pack and go. So there are things that we can really sit down and sort out rather than just pack and go. But there are those who we can.
All right, now this one you're answering for me.
Okay.
Is there anything called privacy in a marriage?
I don't believe in privacy.
It says
Yeah.
there's something we've got, cell phones.
Yeah.
Should your wife have your password?
Yes, because there's nothing
Okay.
to. Yeah.
All right. No, but you have to
What?
have a password, yes, right?
Okay, can I have a password?
Because it's sensitive information in there.
Sensitive.
Oh, you know, it can end up in the wrong hands, so a password has to be there.
Okay, yeah.
Question is, does the wife have to have it?
Yeah.
Most importantly, does your wife have to have WhatsApp password? Does it WhatsApp nine a password?
Yeah.
Does he have to?
Yeah.
Ufunani lapho?
Yonke into laphaya yeyami. Into yakho yeyami. Anything. Yonke into yakho yeyami.
Do you not believe?
Imali yakho yeyami. Everything yakho
Imali
yeyami.
asiyazi.
So yini ifone?
Here's my-
Unless there's an information ike wazi ukuthi ayizongiphatha kahle, and then why?
But
Ingazongiphatha kahle.
But here's my thing to you.
Yeah.
Context is very important, right?
Yeah.
So, I've got a client of mine. Oh, Bonzo knows her. Sure, my darling, love, what? That's how she is. She's white, but it has nothing to do with that. But you sitting alone with that phone can interpret to something else.
I feel like if we, you know your wife, Angithi.
Yes.
You know her language. You know her friends.
Yes.
And I think the same thing, Naya. She must know you. She must know your friends. She must know the language you speak. She must know you and trust you so much that when she sees a love, she knows a good typo. It's just a love. That's
now you
the
must
level
trust
of trust
enough
that you have.
Don't go in there. Ufunani nguma WhatsApp?
No, ngiyafunda.
Why?
Because there's nothing.
Fundi
There's nothing you. The only thing is when if there's something you are hiding, and if you're hiding something, then probably that thing is interested us. Then why are you doing something is on glimmers?
No, no, I hear what you're saying, but all I'm saying is
there mustn't be something. No, if it's the language that you speak, then you know what to eyeball. Fix that. I need to talk about everything. You know what I don't like it when you do this. You know what Nami. Those are things. Even the friends. When these friends, you talk about everything. Everything. I mean everything.
No.
You talk about everything. If suppose ukhuluma ngemali and I know your body from head to I know everything about you. Yini le?
WhatsApp in the update. Yeah, evolve.
Which I evolve, I must know. Like if ngifuna ungena efonini of my husband, I should just ngingatholi anything.
But why should you take your time and read through? I don't get that part. Why? And the same should apply to me. Why should I go into a phone and you know why? Ne? It can cause a lot of problems. I'll tell you why.
Why?
You and your husband, you are happy today. Ne?
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're not happy. He did something you don't like. You talk to either your friend or your mom. Mama, I'm not happy this man. And because you are in the heat of the moment, you say things that you're feeling at that time, but it doesn't mean he has to know, but you need to vent.
Yeah.
And then I come there and I find what you were talking about with your friends or your family or whoever, and that was not meant for me. It was meant for somebody else.
I think you still can discuss that as well.
No, but I feel
if I can vent outside, not in a phone, and vent on a phone or on a call, I can still come back and say has been ventil. Like I get to we talk about everything. I'm able to tell you good. Talk about anything, but ingabi indaba yokuthi uyangifihlela. Mina my problem is ukufihla ukuthi ufihla ini.
Sometimes we are hiding your feelings, you know,
from hurting.
Yeah.
Maybe you're scared to go to.
Yeah.
But even I still feel like if you've hurt me, we are able to sit and discuss that. Or I didn't mean this. This is what I meant. But at least you shared that with me. I know.
I still okay. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, no, this one.
It's tough, isn't
It's easy, ne? It's easy.
No, this one is easy until you start. Then it's you must check. It's a problem if you are policing somebody. I think generally There's nothing wrong with it. But when you start policing, if you're looking for a snake and you dig a hole deep enough, you'll find it.
You'll find a snake.
And even if it's a millipede, it looks like a snake. From first glance, you'll think it's a snake.
Yeah, and some of this thing comes from somewhere.
Ne?
You understand?
Yeah.
Right now, my husband has never given me a reason to not trust him.
Yes.
You understand? We do everything together. We did He's never cheated. I've never, and things like that. There's nothing in it young. So I don't have a reason to. No man scroll the phone in here. You understand? Because he has never. So some of the things is because they come somewhere. I don't know.
All right.
But I just feel like.
Let's leave the WhatsApp marriage because this one. We'll see the responses on this one.
Or maybe we are still stowed in the marriage.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I'm saying we need to protect each other from whatever eventualities because, like I'm saying, messages can be misunderstood.
Yeah.
You could be venting, talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
And there's some conversations
you.
I can have with friends of mine that might be out of line, but sometimes boys are boys. There's certain things I can talk to my friends. I can't talk to about you.
Yeah.
To talk to them about you. That is, I think that there's, and I believe there's certain things that my wife can talk to her friends openly about certain things.
Yeah.
And she can't really talk to me about it. We're human. There are certain things that goes through your mind. I can talk to
I hear you.
To your husband. There's certain conversation we talk about. Guys, a lot of guys discuss this. It's difficult. You can have it with your wife, but to a certain degree, when I'm with my friend, we can go deeper. As you grow older, these are the situations, and they can advise you. It's a conversation about me and him.
Yeah. No, I get you. But also it takes a level of maturity.
I'm at 16 years, I'll give you that.
Because when as a wife now, you can read from the whole conversation with them, and I say I'm not
my last question to you is how important is sex in a marriage?
Very.
Very important. Does a wife have a right to say no?
I feel like there must be a way of if you don't feel like you're tired, you're not feeling well. There are things like that, guys. Like masculine, I'm not feeling well today. I'm not in. Communicate that with your partner, but not today because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think that if you understand with and then you communicate, guys. But not no. You about those. It's a way of saying things or doing things. If it goes to that point, then it's not right. But I think as human beings now, where you can say, not today, because you understand.
Every day.
Yeah.
So
because you go to sometimes even work on its own can just stress you so much that you feel today. It's okay.
What does the Bible say? So
that means
look,
no, but I
you see what I'm saying?
No, but I still feel like if now we touch Inkani,
no, I'm not saying Inkani. I'm saying if
Inkani that doesn't necessarily mean or in even your words and or how you treat me when I say that moment. For me, I feel like it's still not right. How you move to Ksasa or even extending second. Say to do Ksasa. It's just this moment in the morning or Ksasa, say cool.
I think this one, I think you've answered me.
What did you want me to say? To say
no,
I mustn't say no.
No, I'm saying with Makati Enkosini.
No,
you've answered me as best as you can with all the questions I had, because I needed you to answer that. I want us to go to your music. We spent a lot of time on this one.
Before we go, but there are those Makoti. I've learned also on Makoti that come up with excuses.
Exactly.
One morning, one day, you put a headache, those letters are wrong.
It's wrong.
Very wrong. It's not supposed. give your husband the phone. You understand?
And
But
it's your responsibility to make sure that.
Yeah, because the truth is also a panda. Some things is about pushing panda. And okay, lose them sort out.
Please say it on that camera.
No, if you don't give it to him, you are pushing him out. That's the truth. And somebody will give him, and he will give him. He will give him. So if you don't do that, someone out there,
I thought you would answer it like this in the beginning. So I thought.
No, I wanted to go to Nati Sizwele because sometimes
I
it's
get
about you at that time. Hey, the Bible. I want to put about people go to the Bible, the body. But no, I'm human as well. I'm not feeling well today. Not today. I had a lot. But
it cannot be always.
No, it can't be always.
But look, I get it, you know. I'm also very...
Sometimes we also need to understand that.
No, 100%. And look, I get it. Sometimes I can observe my wife and I look at her and I see she's working hard with the kids, putting them to sleep. Then she falls asleep and she...
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, I look at her sometimes.
I love that at least you saw good. She was busy, like she's, and understand shaman. Those we want those things, Tina. We want Happy to be like that.
Can we please go to your music now?
Okay.
My goodness, my goodness. So you were introduced to music obviously at church, right?
Yeah.
And for those who don't know Pulengmarch, before she became Pulengmarch, I know Puleng got his stomach out. Weave. Now, short hair, redefined, repurposed, marching on a different trajectory. Pulengmarch is, you were signed under Lebo M, right?
Under Lebo M, yeah. Afro Soul.
Afro Soul. You won Best Newcomer and
Best Female.
Best Female.
For Metro FM.
Metro FM.
Yeah.
Now that means it opened the scale for you. It means you're not played on Sundays only, like you are right now. You were played everywhere. Gigging money was...
Hey!
But you decided, no, I'm going to gospel.
Because I've always been, I've always, like you said, I'm a PK in Kulele Sonto, and gospel is all I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I listen to other genres as well, but gospel was me. I love God. I'm just born again.
Yeah.
So it's just right for me to do gospel.
But you look at what's her name? She was joyous. What's her name? Brenda
Down.
She does her thing, but she does a gospel rendition. They feature her.
But listen to my voice, man, and tell me if I can.
You won best female.
Yes. But it has always been the gospel voice, Lena. And I think now it's even doing bigger and better things than the Afro Soul. Yes, I won. Now I have like 13 awards now. Mm-hmm. 13 gospel awards. So I want more awards in the gospel. So when you are in where God has called you to, things are just falling into place and everything comes to you.
And people don't know.
Yeah.
You played my favorite actually. You in Singapore, ne?
In Singapore.
You played Nala, the Lion King.
Yeah.
So you must be able to sing, dance, and act. Because Lion King it's like musical theatre.
Yeah, it is.
It combines all the three together. So your talents are vast, eh?
No, we thank God. We thank God. When I joined the Lion Kingdom, yes, the first audition was, I really didn't even think ukuthi your audition. I was just there with a friend. She went to audition and then she told them which I can sing. I auditioned.
Then you came back to South Africa. You went to Joyous.
Yeah.
Pay cut injani?
Ibe khona.
But before we go there, why did you leave the Lion King, Singapore?
Okay, it was a 1-year contract. But after that, there's other productions. You can still go to your Germany and what. Yeah. But I think, for me, that was it for me. I wanted to, that one.
Number 2.
And while I was there, I felt pregnant. So when I came back,
Oh,
Yes, Baba, when I came to visit,
made sure.
Made sure.
Keyboard player, I told you.
So I was pregnant. I was like, nah. Came
Yeah.
back, and I thought even after giving birth, I said I'll
Yeah.
go back. But and then God Joyous came at that time. I was like, this is actually what I want to do.
Ne?
You know. So I
And
went.
Lindelani Mkhize is the one who
Discovered me.
did
like,
not discovered,
not discovered me,
invited
but
you.
yes,
Pela,
yes.
you were-
Yes.
Remember at that time, from winning these awards, you're
Yeah,
from Singapore, and then you came to Joyous to earn your per diems.
Not even the failure.
So you had Joyous for what, 7 years, ne?
Yes, I worked with them for 7 years.
I remember the first time I heard you in Joyous. I think I heard you Joyous 16. You sang
17. I started the tour of 16 and recorded 17.
17. The one at Rema, ne?
Was it Rema? I think it was Rema. It was Rema, right?
Ne? Yeah, 17 at Rema. That was the
Rema.
first time. Motumalema. Good, it's not. Make sure that one. I remember when you came out in Tatekima, I was like, hey, which one is this one? Let me listen now, eh? Because you know when you are you want to criticize, you think you know, and then I didn't give you a chance. But when you came again, I was like, hey man, there's something here.
No, thank God.
And then you just threw me off when you went to Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, I'm a African.
African. I was like,
but I'm from the Northern Cape, guys. I'm from
so
the
is your Afrikaans? Kan jy mooi Afrikaans praat?
Ek kan baie goed Afrikaans praat.
Regtig?
Ek kan baie goed Afrikaans praat. My man kan beter as ek Afrikaans praat. Luister ons van die Noord-Kaap.
Wow.
Ons praat Afrikaans, ons sing Afrikaans. So I can speak Afrikaans. So I had to do something for my people.
Hey.
I had to do something for my people.
your
There was
people,
no
yeah?
African song. Yeah, I sang an African song when Joyous was in Kimberly.
Yeah.
So Lebo Mkhize was also shocked to hear me sing it. Before I sang my song, I just wrote an African song for my people because we were in Kimberly and they joined in. Everybody was so excited. So when I said to him, let me do another African song, he was like, God, let's do it. You understand? Because I thought, at first I thought, oh, to Lebo sister, because there's your Lindsay, you can, who are colored.
To Duncan.
No, but when I was with Joyous, he had already left by then. So there was your Lindsay, and they didn't do Africans. I'm like, no, I'll go Africans. And I heard it Benakan dance.
When you speak Afrikaans,
Yeah.
I feel like I must add something. The only thing that comes is Hartie Beesport dance. I'm thinking, how do I put it there? Come, man, I see you.
But you can speak Afrikaans. Just
No,
speak
my Afrikaans, I can
right now.
converse. But it's like airtime, you want. After 10 minutes, it's like, hey,
Shut.
Desha. But how's your experience in Dallas, Texas?
Amazing. Hey, guys, okay, I've traveled.
Yeah.
I've been to UK, US.
But
You
the
understand?
Potter's house.
The Potter's House, TD Jakes. We finally there. So in every 6 o'clock when I do my kids' lunch, I watch him. You know, he plays 6 o'clock on TPN. So to finally meet him and be in the time, it was just a dream come true.
I've never met him,
Yeah.
but I believe he's got that aura around him. Like, you know, those people who've got that presence around him. It feels like he's that kind of person.
Even because for me when I saw the name Potter's House, it was like Ibona.
Ne?
Yes, so when we walked into the church, I remember I was with Nomandla, we cried. We said, guys, we
When Karen Potter's house.
Yes, I think excitement. Mina lo opume Kimberly, mina lo opume number 2. Here my at Dallas in TD Jakes' church, Bishop TD Jakes' church. So it was just big for us, for me. It's,
I can imagine.
So to finally meet him
and how
again,
nice is the church?
It's beautiful. It's big. It's
proper, ne?
proper
sound
nice,
system.
proper sound, everything. I'm getting in jail.
And the
like
music there?
It's a big choir. Like it's a mass choir.
You made Joyous look
everything.
very...
Yeah, we felt like, but no. Joyous came and did their thing.
No, we saw. Do you know who
From
did
the rehearsals.
Do you know who did the when Ayanda Shange?
Yes.
I love that he didn't use himself.
Yes.
I was watching him. I was like, yeah.
No.
But when you guys started doing those American,
Yeah, I think they also just wanted them to just like do something for them. But with the Lion King experience and your Moja Productions,
Yes.
I learned to they really want our thing. They don't want
100%.
Yes,
It's not like just we know they can nail these American things.
Yeah.
But when you take it there, you realize that no, there's actually levels to these things, and for one, it's in their DNA.
Yeah, and
But,
you could actually see them stand up when we do. When we did our
African things.
African
Correct.
things, like there was a time when we were at Nanguya, somewhere.
Vashon,
Not Fred Hammond. One of,
J. Moss,
Hey,
Yenalo.
one of these American pastors. We went to one of his churches for promises. And I did the African song. You understand? They danced.
They danced.
You understand? I understand it, but they were
Yes.
here.
It's a sound. The reason why I believe, and we had a debate about this with certain musicians, especially some of them were joyous, and I said, for me, I kind of understand. I might be wrong. Why Joyous should be touring the world, according to my understanding. But the reason Moja, Black Mambazo, and Soweto Spiritual Choir, those guys are touring overseas is because they don't want a reputation of what they're doing,
Yeah.
or a washed out version. They want to hear our authentic
Yeah,
South
that's what
African
they love,
sound, or
yeah.
African sound.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you guys did, I was like, I'm not sure, but it sounded nice. But you could, when the camera goes to the crowd, you can see him. No, to the chicks were shut up.
Now baby Lana, oh
bahleli
wow,
phansi,
baby Lana, wow, yes. So every song with the team, we know that they were excited, but when
No,
we
but
did
you
our
guys,
African
it was
ones,
proper,
you could tell.
I understand. I was standing.
Yeah,
Like,
but also our Michael Jackson was also Umkhululi.
listen.
I remember Bushe when she went to Mkulana, I wonder when it's Skape, because
African.
Yes, Zimbabweans, your Nigerian guys, banning it that side as well. They came, so every time he sang those songs, I book Moshaga. So yeah, I agree with you when you say
You need to keep it African.
Yep.
Let's go to your solo alert. But before we go there,
Yeah.
You're a mean songwriter.
Thank you. Thank
My
God.
favorite song, I found out last week that you wrote it.
Which one?
Alabeli Bands.
Yes, Ungukuphila.
You wrote that song.
I wrote that song. Thank you. Thank God.
I
Yeah.
love that song.
No, thank you.
And you wrote
God.
Ewe Ketsamani.
I wrote A Wake It's a Mine as well.
Sbu
Spoono song. My husband would give me, and my husband helped me. Because I remember I had to wake him up at 12. It's like it was night. Because he was sleeping. Please sing me the bass part. So he was in his sleep singing. So me and my husband and Spoo wrote the song.
Really?
I said, yes.
I thought when I first heard that song, I thought it was a hymn
Yeah.
from a hymn book. Like it's got that longevity, that song. You can hear it. It can be sung.
Thank God. Thank God.
You wrote Ewe Ketsamani.
And he did the most, yes.
Oh.
Like we thank God for Spoo. Yeah.
Do you know what I love about where South African gospel music in general, where it's going? That song, beautiful production, I think Sia did beautifully. But if you hear how the drummer played it, Snigiwe, he changed how if Snigiwe didn't play that song, I don't know
Snigiwe is the best, guys.
No, 100%. If he didn't play it, I don't think it was going to come out like that. And we don't know how far it would have gone. But the way he even played it. So producers now, everyone is a producer now, eh? But get a man. Is there a song you wrote for somebody else you realize, man, I should have wrote this one. I should have kept this one. You got it, man.
No.
Eh?
No. Because I always ask my God, shy the way.
But
I think there's a reason why kubizwe mina kwacelwa mina ngibhala. So that song is fun. Even like what people don't know, Ewe Ketsamani Ne? I gave Xoli a couple of songs.
Oh, she wanted a fast song at some
She
point.
wanted a fast song, but she could also say, this one is not for me. So, Wainigeza Usbu, and then Usbu did it, and then, you understand? So I believe, Masi Pumile say, if you get good like corner, la izolenda corner, but now I'm able to write songs in my own album. Most of the songs in my albums, I wrote those songs. Yeah.
And you've got 2 albums, right?
I've got 2 albums.
And you are under which company?
Kimot Entertainment. I'm an independent artist. My own,
Oh, the 2 of you.
Yeah.
Yes. There's only, I should say everything is for
Together, yeah. Yeah, me and my hubby.
And people don't know, you're the only gospel artist I know who got money from arts and culture.
Yes.
Yeah? That's why you're quiet.
Shazam.
That's why you're quiet. COVID.
No,
But
you know.
the rule of the table is you don't talk when you've got food in your mouth. But I can't hear somebody. You were quiet. How did you get that right?
No, it was like we're doing right now. You hear about NAC in
you applied?
I applied like everyone, and I didn't even think I was going to receive. And then when they responded, were like every other artist, every.
But good gospel is
In the gospel, no, I tried. Now, what do you call it? NACs.
Yeah.
I applied like everyone, and they responded.
I assume they supported you because you're an artist from that side.
From where?
From Kimberly side.
Maybe.
Was it the Free State government that...
I don't even know if it's the Free State or the Northern Cape, but I just know with
so POP so proof of payment. Right.
Yeah, but right now being eating and it helped me get recording. Yeah, so
your albums. The first one was Marching On. That was your first. How difficult was it, especially coming out of Joyous for 7 years? You are used to everything done for you.
Yeah.
Now you're marching on now. You get here, you need to record your own. How difficult was that process? And what are most importantly, what are the challenges? Because we see a cover, we think, but what are the challenges?
The challenges, obviously, the finances. See? And just like you said as well, when you leave Joyous, you are on your own. You know, I had to learn to make things happen on myself and just trust my husband to help and support. And, you know, like you said, God always also send people who believe in this gift and be like, we will support you. Like there's this other family, Buikutos, who came in like, no, we will support you. So if I get 20 cents in Paya, you know, I had to totally trust in God and people around me that time. But yeah, you are on your own. From Joyous, there's no Joyous that well. Sometimes even the fans.
The fans, they don't follow.
Yeah, they don't follow. They stay with the Joyous. Those who are coming with you will come with you. But, you know, even from 5,000 likes to 2, you know. Correct. But you still, that's where your marching on came on. No, I'm a soldier. The God that brought me to Joyous is the God that took me to Singapore. The God that took me from Singapore is the one that took me from Kaya to, you know, from Kimberly to this place. So he's the same God that will sustain me, that will take me further. You understand? He doesn't change. So I've been holding on to that. You will never. You said you will never leave me nor forsake me. So
what were the challenges that you experienced?
Finances. You know, putting a production together is costly. It's a lot of money, and just to sell yourself out there, take your music to the people, and for people to know you as this artist now. You are no longer with Joyous. At some point we're talking as artists. Sometimes Pulengmarch, not from.
Yes.
You understand? And just to make sure that people get that and really trust you now as a solo artist, creating that sound that will actually make them still say betunana. And also, you know, when people say after Joyous pelile now, making sure I'm still here.
Was actually the beginning.
Knock on those doors. You are alone now. Nobody's knocking for you to go and learn. You're supposed to knock. Now this is how you work with the band. This is the language, the business side, things like that. So yeah.
Sure.
it's a lot, but yeah, we're still learning even today.
But what I love about the Joyous crew, especially when you record the first album, hey, Bayeza, eh? They come and support you. Do they do the same with you?
It's a family thing.
Ne?
They come, they support. Your makeup artist is from Joyous Celebration. Your designer is someone you met from Joyous Celebration. Your producer, the band, the singers, and even in the audience, they come. You understand? So it's something that I believe is beautiful that we should keep as everyone. Mau record the money konunga sebenzi that day. Go come and support.
So the things they say about Joyous, the competition, I want about Tandani, those are lies, right?
I don't know about those things, Mina.
Those are lies, right?
Mina, I love everyone. Mina, my young Tanda. Mina is my family.
Those are lies, right?
Maybe it's their experiences. Tina say Tandanella.
Yeah.
It's
no, but I get it. Look, people are different.
People are different.
You won't get along
Maybe
with
their
everyone.
experience. Mina, no. But like any other company, you'll walk into a company, there will be those small disagreements. But it doesn't mean ukuthi niyazondana manje. Maybe bayazondana, but when I was there, we had those kind of things. But like any other, even in the family, you fight a little bit. But it doesn't mean ukuthi manje say since I go. Yeah, I don't know that.
And how brilliant is Sia?
Like that one is a do it slower. That man is amazing. Besides the whatever and just Ubuntu back and how he's able to bring out the best in each and every one of us, to believe in us. I'm sure some of us best like but for him to be able to work with you now, I love that about him. Just that yesterday he came to rehearse with my band, and my band is really young boys, man, from church, and we growing together as they were so scared, and I've been telling them, like ngeka feel sukuti you are nobody or accepting no. And he did exactly that. When he came after that, he was so happy because they were looking forward to the rehearsal and learn from him. And even when he kuza ngotanda, now we are going to be kota nami. Let me fix. So he's amazing.
Yeah, I've never met that guy, but he gives me that energy.
He is. He's amazing on and off stage. And as a producer, he has to do the work with you. But what I love about him, he walks the journey with you as well. You understand? This is your first project. Now, in walking the journey with us, he learns a lot about him, about the music industry through our journey. So he works, he makes sure go to your pumelela, like.
You're echoing. Who said the same words? There's an artist who said exactly the same words.
Yeah.
That if you are short, he'll come and say, hey, no,
yeah,
make it
he does that. He does that.
Who said that?
It wasn't what's her name?
I don't know. I can't. But there's an artist. Exactly your words. I'm gonna find it.
Not only that, Sia now on my recordings every morning, like the day of the recording, he will call to pray with you. Yeah, he prayed with me.
Wow.
Prayed for strength, for provision, for everything. And very rare people do that. Like his.
Does he pray before or after you pay him?
Yeah. Before, we pray during rehearsals.
Yes, please.
I know you. But even after, like I said, but
I know. Listen, everyone.
And it's one person who won't even ask you about money.
No, everyone. Everyone
honestly,
says the same about Sia.
I'm telling you.
So let's talk about your album. I love how it looks. This album, like they did from the production, sound, like lighting, staging. Besides Johnny dancing like when Zama aerobics.
You're good, Johnny.
But did you
like,
see?
I think Johnny no man gets to album number 10. No man say umkhulu. Last like I said, tell him that I love him. Yeah. Another thing about Johnny as well, he doesn't give you the energy on stage, even off stage. Rehearsals are like when Johnny's not coming to rehearsal, give us stressed me because uzosifila manje stress.
No, besides the fact that
darling,
the fact that he's very good, I had lunch with him the other day. Cool guy.
Very.
Like,
Guys,
like,
I love Johnny before ngisebenza naye. I posted even about Johnny ukuthi guys, this guy, he gives every artist amubhekayo the energy. Khona la nto kwazi uphika hey onkara hayi feeling yana not with Johnny. You know, not with Johnny, he will give you 100%. Each and every one. I just loved him on stage, and then not knowing with the next project I will work with him. Even the second one, I'm sure even the 10th, the 4th one, and then the 20th one.
Imagine it's shout out to Johnny. I started working with Johnny long ago. Like, I love how his energy has been consistent.
Yes.
Ever since. Like,
the respect also, man.
Yeah, the way he respects his craft.
He respects his craft. He takes his even whoever he works with. Angeke akutshela ukuthi kudala ngisegaming or make you even feel ukuthi lalela usebenza noJohnny la. Yeah, so now nje uyayiqoqa with like I must give this guy the respect because he's giving it to me. Yeah.
And now back to your music. It's enough.
Hi Johnny.
Yeah, but he's a cool guy. Your music, are you making your money back from your music?
Not the you know how costly recordings are, right? Tina, we had to take, you understand? Yes, we got that something, from arts and culture, but we also had to add, you know how expensive it. We even had to take from the kids' accounts to do. So it's gonna take us a while, but at least we are gigging, man.
So the gigs
are able to put some bread on the table. And my husband is also working.
But I heard your husband is a prominent businessman.
He is.
He's village, but
really?
Range Rover is not from.
Hi, boy.
What can we expect from Pulengmarch?
More music. I'd love to write more for more art for art. They're asking for songs. I'd love to and tour and hopefully produce.
Do you know Lungindala?
Yeah. Pastor Lungindala.
Pastor Lungindala. He's actually my pastor. Fundis. So he's my pastor. I go to his church. So
awesome.
And I've been Fundis. You need to write for other people. He's got a unique. He's writing. He must just write for other people. But
number one, I'm coming.
Yeah,
but I'm coming.
Totally first client. So there's something about South African musicians. I feel like gospel musicians should be more specific. You guys are sleeping in this Africa collaborations.
Yeah.
I know you'd like to do a song with Joe Metal.
No, yes, I would love to do. And your message, he knows.
Exactly.
Your Nathaniel, I would love to. There's this new lady I've just recently discovered, Esther Oji as well.
Yeah.
So I listened to and Sisi Bedu.
Yeah.
I did a cover version in this album called Boame, and it did big things for me. Because in November I was in Ghana because of that collaboration. Correct. So I would love to do more. I would love to do.
If
I wrote a Nigerian song in my first album, Papa. People thought maybe Nigezwe.
You wrote that song?
Someone. I wrote that song. So I did. I wrote an African song as well.
Africans is you understand.
But I'm just saying Nkulunkulu is doing things that I'm able to. So someone was shocked to but they thought someone from Niger gave me the song.
100%.
But I wrote the song. So I would love to.
No, guys, if I can advise gospel musicians, collaborate with African. People don't understand.
I love African music.
Yes.
I was on because I listen to them and I love them.
And I was so sad. I was supposed to have Semi Okuposo to the podcast. Then he passed away. He's the first gospel artist, Upper African gospel artist I met. Met him in Benin and he gave me CDs. His big voice. My goodness, his music. And I saw him when he came to perform with Abontovo's Mambo at the Lyric Theatre. And man, I was so sad that he passed away.
Victoria.
Yeah, but I'd love to see more collaborations, especially with African. Like
Yeah,
it will,
I would love to
you'll see how like you'll travel. Passport is like the market in Africa. People don't get it.
Yeah, no, and when they love you, they love you.
Ne?
Like I was a bit worried when I went there, because the first time I went to Ghana, I went with Joyous. Okay, that's Joyous. We keep the same.
Of course. Yeah.
But even then, people called out our songs because we sing ingoma zabanye abantu.
Correct.
Like your Abosi Zaza songs. I think I was singing one of Zaza's songs. But on that night, people said, Motu Maleman. And then the next day, I had to sing my songs because we thought they don't know us. Yeah. They support our music. They love our sound.
Yes.
So so when I went as a Puleng manje, so I had my worries with you.
Yeah.
You know, but
know you.
the theater was packed. They knew, like Bebengazi. They Babuza, why don't you sing this one?
Yeah.
Like, how you know this
You know this one,
How
exactly.
you know this one? I sang Tateki Mang there in Ghana. They sang. Wow. When I started Jane Giti Tateki Mang, the crowd joined, everybody joined.
Wow.
Before I sang with Eyabo. So
But what's in Tateki Mang?
Tateki Mang. Eyabo.
I think I love. I've got my own rendition in my head.
Because now even the Boami song, now I know, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
And my interviewer would say, please, you know, I just love how you love me. Even I'm not saying it the way I should, but you are still able to embrace me and love me, and I really appreciate that.
Wow, Puleng, man, I'm such a fan, and thank you very much for coming. I cannot believe. Like I failed that hour. Okay, look at the time. No.
Same day.
Part 2 years. I've got 2 more questions to ask you, and then I need to let you go because we'll do it again. We'll do it again when your next album is coming.
Yes.
Yeah. And I need to give shout outs to your husband. How cool he was. You were somewhere, and he said no. She's in Kimberly, sorry man to do this to you. I'm like, hey, who's doing what to who here? You know? He says, no, I'm really sorry. I'm like, wow, you know? Because you can imagine that we deal with a lot of artists and people don't respect their craft to a point where they don't feel it's important to call and say, sorry man, another engagement came, can we postpone, you know? So I'd like to
shout out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm the best husband.
So I need to ask you this.
Manager.
Best. What would you like to see change in the gospel entertainment industry?
Change.
What change would you like to see?
Change.
Or are you happy with how things are?
For now, I would love to see more collaborations.
100%.
I would love to see more collaborations, even from us here in South Africans. You understand? Challenge myself, Jay, and sing isicule nomlungu.
Yeah.
You know, and those kind of collaboration, different races, different background, do more of those collaborations. And if they can bring back music stores, man. Bring back, because you know those artists about big movies, they were making money with hard copies.
Correct.
This digital things is not working for us. I think it's working for ama pianos
but it worked because who is he? Timo Khano.
Yeah.
He's packaged CD USBs.
In the USBs, but you have to make it a little bit expensive. And sometimes
but forget
him about 200 rand
forget about music shops, because I can tell you now, even my car, I don't have a DVD CD player even in my house.
I know, but for those sometimes those are the people who are buying. Honestly, when you go to churches, when you go
100%.
to rural areas, they buy. So some of our people, like man, you know, they don't buy and they just stream sometimes. And
my streams is small money.
It's small money. So that and more, and just support each other as artists as well. Even with just posting, poster yakho. It's a support.
Yeah.
It's a support. Push up with your social media, and I do the same.
Yeah.
You know, mang available. Let me avail myself to. The other time, I was sharing with someone ukuthi, especially with recordings. Mauke wa recorder, you understand ukuthi every cent matters. You know, for 100 rand. We do that in Abubuhle sometimes. We try 500 reka 500 you know, come, my friend, don't cook for the whole week. We do Abubuhle as well. Don't cook, I will cook for you. You know, and then you bring food at the rehearsals, people eat. Those kind of things help each other. They understand ukuthi this is
It's a lot of money there.
It's a lot of money.
But
The
you said
BVs as well. Bangafitshela ukuthi sizokika lana, akuhlale la afuna imali maba, you know, and I understand ukuthi I'm still your sister, man. Let's do this thing together and support it. Just more support, man.
Wow, you said something. It's, hey, yeah, that empathy is very important.
Yeah.
And that
is our thing.
that love thing, because I mean, I've seen especially the band protesting, not going on stage until we get the money.
But I performed at a gig like 3-4 weeks ago. They walked off stage.
Yeah.
I was lucky that they played at least 3 nyana ya bayitsitsipela nami ngayitshela ukuthi like latela ngizozivutela umlilo wami ngapusha, I sang with the crowd, and those who were on stage joined in, they sang. But for other artists, they had to sing with one keyboard player because they walked off stage. That's no, man. Ubuntu sometimes says to come in.
Aye, we must pay those guys.
And they will be paid, but not on stage.
So now tell me, yeah, but hey,
Stage from Kavantu. There's a way of doing things.
Nah.
Yeah,
There's a way. No, I agree with you there. If your mom could not raise you from the dead, because mine is check your pulse, pal, we were gone. What do you think we would have missed out on?
A fun person. Like
Nah.
I'm a very fun person. Mina ngiyanhlekisa guys.
Really?
Nix by happy kamnandi when I'm around.
No, but I can see you're a cool, you're a cool lady.
I'm that a loving person. I love, and you'll miss out on when your family is there. You can guarantee on Puleng's support.
Yeah.
You can guarantee on Puleng's prayer. I always said to this other artist, call me at 3. You can wake me up at 3 and say pray. I won't even ask Uguti for ini. I will go and
Get out of my tongue.
yeah, you'll miss out on a system, support system.
In that much
fun person.
is she a fun person? Very fun, ne? She keeps you young. Confirmation in love.
I'm fun, yonkita.
Hey, Yogida, how's Puleng? Thank you very much. You've humbled me today, ne? I could see that you are I can see nice aura, beautiful spirit. I think you're a lovely lady. So you can't go here without Pela. We've got a sponsor here. Yeah. We've got a sponsor. We've got Marapons. You are failing, Chief. Look at me now. So we've got a sponsor. Our sponsor is Letlotolaka on Instagram at Letlotolaka. Yes, my treasure. So your body is your treasure. So if you look after your body, he rejoices.
Yeah.
So this is from Letlotolaka. I'm a body butter. Kune shower gel I think up. He wash a zone.
So no,
Yeah, this boy. Yeah, he's a man.
okay.
So you come back from a gig and you wanna relax. There's bath bombs in here. Going to your bath, fake bath bomb. No headache, nothing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Little Talaka.
Yes.
Thank you.
And this one is from the podcast, the Gospel Reality Podcast. It's called Hot and Cold. Yeah, she's here, man. If you put hot things in here, it's like a flask.
I know, like, you know, I want this. I keep losing with this one. Yeah. I just lost one, but I won't lose this one. It's too cute.
This one.
It's beautiful.
So this is from
my mom. Yeah, he's on a voice, man.
Yeah, he's almost from us to you. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. You heard it first from the PK. This is Pulengmarch. And that, I also There we go.